So we are exiting the ship.
Hey, Bosco.
Oh, not going that way. Set.
Let
Nope. Okay. Go to lodge in the Mass District.
me guess. Protocol Indigo again? And here's your new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship, and you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
Trade Authority kiosk. Thank God. Oh.
Nothing for us to do. You're in good flying condition.
Okay.
The Trade Authority runs a vending kiosk next to my booth. It's just off to the side, near the ramp. Besides that, Jemison Mercantile is your closest shop if you're looking for a bit of everything. That's further in, past the security checkpoint.
Thank you.
Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
Trade Authority. Thank God.
Allow me to assist in carrying some supplies.
I mean, I will miss those books. No, we're going to sell. Uh-huh. My ship inventory? Shit, I didn't even know about that. So first off, oh, long barrel scope and semi-automatic? Yeah, bye. I really don't need a dagger. Actually, even with the modified, I don't need this either. Anti-personnel modified. I like that. I gotta keep those. Some miscellaneous that I can really get rid of. Nope, nope. Those I need. Can't say that I'm not rich. I wonder if I need those. Compound crafting, that's what I thought. I need to keep my resources. One pack. Alright, so I actually need to be looking at my suits. So, I got this pirate suit. It gives me more thermal and corrosive. I don't want to keep it. tells me I can get more mass. Seriously, I might be carrying... Like, my mass, I'm still carrying way too much. It's probably because of those suits. It's like a minor outfit. Inclement weather. What are you doing, Church? Church talks to me. Oh, you can actually see Church right there. He's right there, or she's right there. You see her head just poking to the side. Well, I can't carry any fucking thing. 4 space helmets. 15% damage from human enemies. Anti-ballistic 15% incoming physical damage from ranged weapons. Ooh, I like that. It seems like it's honestly no change. But I like the style of that. This is where I wish I could keep the style. But it's not like I'm going to be able to see my head anyways. That pirate charger helmet is so expensive. Its value is a lot. What's DR stand for? I don't know what that is. I just get lower EM, but I get masses smaller, but plus 5 and O2. Plus 5 and O2. Let's try this again. Yeah, I figured that was gonna be a lot of stuff there. Says what I'm wearing. This is a basic boost. Go ahead and sell that. Oh no. You get less than what this item is worth. Never mind then. I guess there's some value there. Guess I need to sell this. I'm gonna get it somewhere else, okay? I don't think I was supposed to do that. Get rid of this. That's fine. Apparel. Buy back my apparel. Should have only been one. Now let's go back to selling. Yes, sweet. Don't want this. Don't want this. I guess I'm looking at that kind of value to it. Trying to understand it more. Okay. I don't need the Grendel. I don't need the Rattler. regular, because I already got that guy up there. I guess I don't need this modified either, because I got the anti-personnel, which has much better. So, only need one rental on me. Okay. I feel a little better. A little better. Washer beeps. Your watch beeps faster as your suit runs out of protection.
We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby, that includes meeting your new foster parent. My parents weren't
You see that scientist out in front of mass, staring at trees? Sounds upset. Whatever it is, it can't be that bad, right?
Wants me to hold L to like mark it, but it's all on the other side of my keyboard.
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city. We can take it directly to the Mast District. The water is quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power.
Oh, there's flora and fauna that I can get here too. I'll start scanning everybody.
We may be in a United Colonies city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity, and always has been. Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
Boop. My watch doesn't even do that.
Captain, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
Oh, please. Ridiculous. We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
Architect.
I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything? Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
I can battle from it.
Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine...
Just throw it on the table. Just
Two of
fuck it.
them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves that.
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Country?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting, now would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
I'm a gangster.
You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some trialing together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
As much as I love uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then. That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
Okay.
Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this.
Alright, and let's see this.
Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something. An energy surge, some other phenomenon.
Alright.
He did. At the time, well, it's Barrett. We weren't sure if he was kidding around. Clearly, he wasn't. Sure, I'm not trying to suggest otherwise. I wasn't there when it happened. I'm just thinking it through. That's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right?
Yeah. Alright, let's find a place.
Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour.
Alright.
I trust you're still satisfied with your choice to join the Constellation, Noelle?
Yes, ma'am, of course. I honestly can't imagine being anywhere else.
Just making sure. bright young girl like you, there are no shortage of opportunities.
It's not always easy, but I just remind myself that if it weren't for you and for Constellation, I'd have no idea that any of this
Should I
was
put my
going
gun away? Can I put my gun away? X.
Yes?
See? V? Oh shit. Okay, V is melee. Understood.
Curious feeling, knowing that you've seen something that no one else has. That you know something no one else does. Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
You don't even know me.
Yes, you're right. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud-Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard.
Glad to
By the
be
way,
here.
in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
Boom.
We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud-Eklund. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud-Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days. Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Stroud-Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than
Pretty sure she
admire
wants to
from
play.
a distance. And so now, I call the Lodge home, as much as anywhere else.
See if I can try and get where you can see the cat. All you see is like a gray blob up there. That's all you see.
Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here. Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you?
No.
Well, clearly the sarcasm center of your brain is intact. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here. Frankly, this is the most exciting thing that's happened in years. Remember, you're representing all of us out there.
Ask if you've got questions. Speak up if you have ideas. We're all here for the same reason. Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us. Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found. But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but, you know, if the label fits.
Maybe I'm just going crazy.
You're not, okay? Barrett saw something too, and believe me, if he was willing to admit to it, it was a big deal. Just remember that you're not going through this alone. We're right here with you. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts.
What brought you?
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation.
Ooh.
So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation.
Okay.
Take care of yourself.
Sarah is the best possible person to be running Constellation at a time like this. Focused, no nonsense, and dedicated.
So, how many missions do I just need to do? So I got activities now. Talk to the scientist behind it. Oh, I must have missed that one. Seems one small step is all done. Okay. Okay, so let's do that.
So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else? We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually. But a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising. Felt the same way when I started, too. There's an electricity in the air when you know you're about to uncover something. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Sarah will be locked as your follower if you continue. Let me do a little something.
Go ahead. Just don't take too long or my contact's information might go bad.